Hey everyone, I'm Henry with Verisoul. Today I'm going to be demoing how our ZeroFake platform helps you stop fake users like bots, duplicate accounts, or even high-risk users without any friction for your real users. I'm going to show you how ZeroFake's three core components help you replace multiple point solutions, in-house data science work, and even manual workflows with our AI-enabled platform. And then I'm going to show you actually how you can configure it directly for your ecosystem with a bit of a demo. The first thing to know about ZeroFake is it's comprised of three elements. Collect, which bundles all of the core data collection into a single SDK. We're looking at things that can detect bots, multi-accounting, and even risk. And we're bundling that into one SDK that works across everywhere you meet your customers: web, native app, desktop, etc. We're then taking all of that rich signal and running it with our built in-house proprietary AI, which is trained with actual fraudsters. And based on what you tell us or how you configure what risk or fake means for your ecosystem, we train our AI built directly for your ecosystem. So you get decisions on fake versus real users based on exactly what you tell us and an AI that's been trained on real fraudsters. And then the third component is Act, which, because we give you decisions, you can actually act on that information in real time. For instance, for real users, they'll see no additional friction. For suspicious users, you might ask for an additional piece of information or run an additional check. And for fake users, you might block them directly. So I've talked a bit about the platform, but now let me dive into the demo and show you how you can configure it for your ecosystem, because everyone's different. So just moving over here, this is our configurable platform where you can actually determine first the thresholds that determine what fake, suspicious, and real look like for your ecosystem. You can then tell us what factors you want us to consider. Should we look at bots? Should we look for multi-accounting risk? And then even below that, you can configure directly what factors play into that. So for bot, you can tell us whether data center traffic net matters, or whether you want us to look at the behavior of your users to determine if they're real versus bots. Within a risk perspective, there's a rich set of things you can configure. For instance, if you don't want to take VPNs or proxy IPs as a risk because you might have a lot of VPN traffic that's real trusted traffic, you can actually just uncheck these, and that lets us know, hey, that's not a risk signal for your ecosystem, and we won't factor that into our AI decisioning layer. You could even then add some risky geographies. So at base, we've started with EU and US sanctioned countries, but you could remove this and maybe you only want to sanction a few. For instance, North Korea. Now, you can also configure how many accounts users are allowed to have in your ecosystem. Some, for instance, games or social apps might want to allow their users to have up to 2 accounts per se. We've started with a base layer of 1 user, 1 account, and that helps us tell you, hey, when a user has a second or third account, we let you know, hey, there's a multi-accounting thing above the threshold that you've set. Below here, you can actually see all of the decisions that we've made for your ecosystem and how the above dials or toggles change the decisions. And then the last part is you can look up accounts directly. So let's take 777, lucky number, and let's get to the bottom of our decision and some of the data behind that account. So you can see we've actually marked them as real, score of 0.34 with a 0 multi-accounting, so very low probability or 0 probability of multi-accounting, moderate risk, and a pretty low bot score. So there you have it. That's how you configure ZeroFake exactly for the risk signals that matter for your ecosystem. Thanks. Bye.